Hey y'all, it's Khadijah and welcome to my channel. I want to talk to you guys about having inner confidence and what it means to have confidence as a woman, because I feel like in today's society, everybody has like all this confidence and you can't tell if it's real or fake. And to be honest, I feel like it doesn't really matter. So let's get into it. So let's just start out with what confidence is defined as, because I feel like that will really help us to put it into perspective. So it says confidence, the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something, firm trust. So it says, what does it mean to have confidence? A feeling of trust or belief. Had confidence in our coach, a feeling of certainty and assurance. Okay, so my experience with confidence, I feel like I've always been an overall pretty confident person. I've always had a sense of belief in myself, whether I did have some insecurities or I felt like maybe I dealt with some insecurities. Confidence has always been something that I've been able to have, and that comes from my relationship with myself and knowing who I am, but also my relationship with God. I feel like a lot of people potentially struggle with confidence because maybe they don't do things that are helping them to become a confident person. And to be honest, like when I was younger, I would always just like sit in the mirror and practice doing makeup. It was always something that was I was interested in, and I got really good at it. So therefore I got really confident in my ability to do makeup. Also, when I was younger, I was a theater kid and I loved to be on stage. I would practice my lines. I was also a cheerleader. I would go to practice all the time. And I feel like that helped me to build up my confidence because I was always just in front of a crowd. And so I was able to learn how to have confidence just by knowing that I had to know what I was doing, whether that was like learning our dance routines or remembering my lines or even doing my makeup, and just like knowing like, okay, like I'm familiar with this. And I feel like confidence comes from a familiarity within ourselves and within our environment. And so if you're feeling that you're looking to find confidence, you just have to really think about ways that you have shown up for yourself. And I feel like that is the secret to confidence, because a lot of people, they can't really tell if you genuinely are confident or not. Like they don't know if it's an act, if it's real or if it's fake. I think as a woman, we all deal with things that we struggle with, and that can be in any forms of and show up in different insecurities, but having true confidence really does like exude. And if you're not feeling the most confident on one day, if you can go back to a time and reflect on a time where you did feel confidence, for example, like let's say last week you did something that you're really proud of, like going to the gym, or you did something like you made a great meal, and in those moments that really helped you instill confidence in yourself, like damn, like I'm a bomb ass woman, like I know how to do this, I know how to do that, like I'm so right. You can channel that confidence that you had in those moments and bring it in whatever space and day that you need your confidence in. A trick that I like to do to help me to be able to remain confident in moments where I'm like I'm not really sure, I try to get out of my own head and I look at myself like I am a different person. So have you guys ever heard, of course you have, y'all have definitely probably heard of like Beyonce, Sasha Fierce, and celebrities having like these alter egos where they channel somebody else. For me, I have the name of the person that I like to channel when I am looking for confidence. My name is Kimberly. So, and it has nothing to do with Kim K, but my initials are Kim, like they spell out Kim. And so anytime that like I was younger and I was like, ooh, like the name Kim just felt like such a boss to me, right? And so in my mind these days, like say one day I'm like, like I'm not feeling the most confident. I'm like, but you're Kimberly, like you literally are that girl because you said so. Like you can walk with your head held high, and it's not really much else to it. Like nobody's ever going to be able to know like you're not feeling confident. Like if you say you're confident, then you are. A thing that can show, I feel like, with confidence is definitely body language. So I try to keep that in mind as well. So if you're walking into a room, keep your head held up, your shoulders back. Make sure that you're not looking down on your phone. Don't be trying to rummage in your pockets or twiddle your fingers. Like, it's definitely like the very little subtle cues that can make or break showing your confidence. And I think that a person that is like very fidgety, or maybe like walks with their back like hunched over, or they don't have like the best posture, or maybe they're like talking like super fast and like they're stumbling over their words. Like little things like that can kind of indicate that you could be like feeling a little less confident, and just like visibly making yourself smaller. So for me, when I'm in a space, I'm very like mindful of like my body language. And even if I am like, let's say slouched over or something, I'm going to make sure to like correct myself as soon as like I clock it myself. And I try to not be so comfortable like body language wise in public, if that makes sense. So if I'm sitting in a room, or I'm sitting at a desk, or I'm doing something, I try to always remember to have my back straight up and just like really kind of play that part, because I think that confidence goes into just like your overall physical, and I will get into like the looks as well. And I will say, with confidence, the one thing that has always allowed me to feel confident is when I present very well. I've learned that staying presentable in whenever you're out in public, even honestly, like I've learned within the confinement of your own home, it definitely helps your confidence. Girls, the way I literally go to bed, like every night for the most part, I'm going to sleep in a matching pajama set, something that's like satin, something that's cutesy, and I'm gonna wrap my hair at night. I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna do my skincare, just like saying my affirmations, speaking to myself in the mirror. I even play like little different songs that make me feel good. So right now I'm on a Mariah Carey kick, and I love listening to Mariah Carey in the morning. I feel like she's just queen, and it just really helps me with my confidence, because when I'm like waking up in the morning, I'm like, okay, like I'm feeling like that girl, like, you want to play somebody who is that girl. And even when it comes down to like going, like doing your nighttime routine and doing your like morning routine, like these all play into your confidence, because when you set yourself up for success, like you're going to feel like that bitch. Like it's not going to be a question when you get out into the world, like, oh, do I have the confidence? Do I this? Do I that? And you're just going to remember to tap into those moments in your day that you were pouring into yourself and you're pouring into your confidence. Another thing that helps me and allows me to stay confident is like journaling. So writing down a lot of things has helped me with my confidence, because it's reminding me like who I am. There's times when I'll go back in my journal and I'll look at things I wrote and I'm like, damn, like you really, handled that with grace, or you really overcame that. And you have to have a very strong sense of self and like learn to build up a strong sense of self when it does come to your confidence, because you have to remember that there is nobody like you. Like there is no one on earth that is you, and that is your power. So the minute that you start leaning into who you are and the gifts that you have to bring, and all the things that make you your unique self, then you're going to start like living in your truth and really accepting you as a confident woman, because you are pouring all the energy that you give out into the world right back into yourself. So the minute that you start revolving in your own world, that's when your confidence is going to skyrocket, because you're so into yourself, you're so into your world, you're so into everything that you're doing, and you are becoming a mirror of yourself. If everything that you do is motivating you to go hard and to pour into yourself, there's no way that you can't become confident. You have to truly become obsessed with yourself and love every single little thing that you do. You write your own rules. You have to truly just embody the type of person that you are and that you want to be. Ways that I help myself to visualize who I am and who I know I want to be is I go on Pinterest. You guys, Pinterest is one of my holy grails. Follow me on Pinterest if you have one. every lady should have a Pinterest. I feel like it is just literally like the best platform ever. But I like to go on there and visualize. I have a folder of just different things, like my life in Miami, like my wardrobe as like my, not even, I don't even want to say my highest self, because I feel like I'm a version of my highest self right now. But I just have different things that I like to pull from and that I like to focus on. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, you're fabulous. You're fabulous. Like, this is you. This is who you are. Like, when I see certain images, I'm like, this feels like me. This is the confident girl that I know I am. And nobody's going to be able to check you and say you're not confident. Like, you can just sense it when you walk into a room. I do believe that confidence, it does flow in throughout every space in your life. So you do have to remember to carry that confidence in times when, you know, say you are like having a low day, like you're feeling low moments. You have to remember, like, you know what, but I'm a confident girl. So how would a confident girl speak? How would a confident girl handle this situation? Would a confident girl react to this? Would a confident girl think this way? Would a confident girl eat this way? Like, just like little things like that, because I feel like in society, like, being a confident woman, people think that they don't have like insecurities as well. And I think that is like the biggest misconception. As a confident woman, you can have insecurities and things that you struggle with. Like, you're a human being, of course, you know, but I think being a confident woman, everybody can feel it. You know, the energy shifts in the room when you walk. Like, people can tell, like, oh, this girl values herself. You know, she doesn't always have to be the loudest person in the room. She doesn't always have to be the person that is like, you know, like doing too much. Like, she is who she is, whatever her personality is. If the confident girl and she's just outspoken and she's just like that, then that's just who she is. It's not even about fitting into a certain narrative that people try to portray online. Confidence is truly however you define it to be, but it is about knowing yourself and being so comfortable with yourself and in your own skin. So I feel like for all the women out there that are trying to figure out, okay, how can I build my confidence today? I would say just start with taking time to think about all of the strengths that you hold. So think about all of your positive aspects of yourself. What are some things that you love about yourself? Name 3 to 5 things that you love about yourself and write down why you love them. Don't just be like, oh, like, I like this, I like that. Like, get into detail and really start to appreciate who you are and what makes you unique. And then once you do that, start to look at your skills. Start to say, like, okay, what is something that I can offer the world? What is something that I have an extensive knowledge on? What is something that I want to lean into and I want to get more knowledge on? You know what I mean? And then once you do that, you'll really be able to focus on just like growing yourself and growing in your path, because you are a really dope person. Like, you are a creative person. You have to really innately believe that about yourself. Like, there is a reason that you are here on this earth. And, you know, you don't have any reason to not have confidence. Like, you're dope as fuck. You're beautiful. You're kind. I'm sure that you're, you know, like, you have all of these qualities within you. You just have to learn how to channel them and really believe it when you go out into the world, because the world doesn't want you to have confidence. The world wants to make you timid and, you know, not understand that you have a power. And I think that confidence comes from having a power in your life and coming from feeling like you have power. I love listening to women that make me feel powerful and sexy and radiant and beautiful and confident in all of these things. And that really helps me pour into my confidence, because there is someone before you that has dealt with the same struggles that you've dealt with. But having your true confidence is just everything in your life combined. Things that you see, the way you eat, like all the things that you're pouring into yourself, that plays a huge part into your confidence. So be very selective about, you know, where you're spending your time, what you're eating, what you're consuming, just all of the different media and all of the different, you know, people that you look up to. I love to look up to confident women, whether that be in real life or that be online, there's people that I look up to and I'm like, damn, that's a confident girl. Like, you can just tell. And it doesn't even come down to just like materials and like things that they have versus things that they don't have. It really just comes from within. And once you start to be like, you know what? I deserve to live a good life. I deserve to have this confidence. If she can be confident, so can I. Have that mindset when it comes to yourself. Just be like, you know what? Like, yeah, like I'm a confident girl. I know what I'm talking about. Just have a certain idea about what you want and who you are. Like, I have this certainty in my life. Like, I feel good. I know that I'm this. I know that I'm that. Just, be a little cocky with it if you want to. Like, that is really what true confidence is. And that'll start to play and like maneuver its way into, your personality. And you'll be able to like decide like, okay, like, am I a confident girl? Maybe I got a little cockiness to me and like that's just my personality. Or maybe I'm confident but I'm like chill, I'm quiet, I'm still me, but I know who I am at the end of the day. Like, confidence doesn't just come in one shape or one form. And you have to practice looking for your confidence and looking for moments when you can be confident and practice that, because you have to use every side of your characteristic like confidence and use it in your favor and really work to grow that, because confidence is not just born overnight. Like, you have to truly come in, show up. You have to put in reps. And I think that that's with every aspect of our characteristic. Like, if I want to, be more thoughtful, I have to practice doing more thoughtful things. And just like, it's so much more to it. But babe, if you're struggling with confidence, just know that I'm here for you, and you need to be here for you too. And don't feel bad for yourself. Don't pity yourself. Just, like, look up how to be confident. Start practicing it in small ways, and you're halfway there. You're already halfway there. You got this. And yeah. Bye.